Start match. What's going on, guys? I'll be with I'll be Fitness Gaming, and you see the title of the video, you know why you're here. Domain Knightfall. I'm going to have the deck tech and some gameplay in the description below, along with the deck list. Alright, so we are on the play. We can grab a Steam Vents or a Sacred Foundry here. Play this. No turn 1 Ragavans. We have some interaction. Hand is decent. It's decent. Tron. Filthy Tron. Okay, so we could be in trouble, ladies and gentlemen. They could have turn 3 Tron. With my track record against Tron, they always have it. Okay, Ragavan, that's not bad. Prismatic Ending has been surprisingly really good against Tron. We need Steam Vents. Sacred Foundry. Let's go Steam Vents. Yeah, so Prismatic Ending's been surprisingly good against Tron because we're able to take their maps early on, and a lot of times Tron decks rely on things like this. They'll keep some pretty sketchy hands. But it doesn't really matter because when we play against Tron, they always have natural Tron on turn 3 with all the bombs. Alright, so we're going to do this. We're going to cast Kavu off the token. Actually, no, you're not going to cast Kavu off the token. We're just going to cast him off our lands. Fortunately, he's only a 3/3. We really needed this to be some type of fetch, but it's fine. And the reason is because of Stubborn Denial. Looks like opponent didn't. Not sure why they didn't do this end of turn. They could have messed up, but yeah, we're just going to have to counter that. Land, please. Not a land. Alright, so we're going to get rid of the Draco here. And of course we're going to grab another one. Because why not? Another Oblivion Stone. Okay. Some bolts. Opponent could have nothing. It's unlikely, but okay, Karn. Let's see what they take here. Let's do this. Okay, this is not bad. So we need this. We can survive one more turn here. We could at 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's getting close. Yeah. This is brutal. Oh boy. What a beating. Leyline Binding won't be bad. Let's do this now. These are the times when you're like, man, Tribal Flames would be pretty good to have in the deck right about now. Opponent could just exile here, and then we're pretty much dead. There's nothing that we can draw. I mean, we could draw a Leyline Binding and get rid of the Ulamog. If opponent doesn't get rid of the Draco, and they don't play anything too devastating, we could draw into a Bolt, or even a Wrenn and Six and win the game. Probably a Worm Coil. I don't know what else they would have right now that's worth getting. Walking Ballista, possibly Worm Coil. Walking Ballista it is. So we have a chance. We have a chance, my friends. Well, depending what they play here. No. Nope, because they can just kill our Draco. Alright, so no chance. So let's concede. It's really nothing. I mean, we could bring these in, but like, what are we taking out that's worse? I mean, Wrenn and Six, possibly. I mean, turn 3 Tron on when you're on the draw is like pretty hard to beat. I used to play Tron back in the day, and if you noticed during that game, even though they had turn 3 Tron, they still had a possibility of losing the game. And when I started losing games with turn 3 Tron on the play, that's when I stopped playing the deck, because it was kind of like, alright, I mean, the point of playing this deck is when you have turn 3 Tron is you don't lose. Now, is it hard to lose? Absolutely. But the fact that you're still able to lose, I was just like, yeah, this ain't it, y'all. Alright. So, hopefully play map. Nope, star. They did mulligan aggressively. So that's good for us, I guess. But I mean, like I said, I've played Tron before. And I've won plenty of games on mode of 2, mode of 3. I mean, you draw 2 cards that you need and you win the game. So we can't get too confident here. Alright. We got 3 Teferis. All 3. So, we have some pretty good interaction here. Yep, turn 3 Tron. Doesn't even matter. They can have 1 card, they'll still have turn 3 Tron. It just magically appears on the board. Alright, so unfortunately we gotta leave the Remand up. We could risk it. We could risk it. Play Draco. Hope they don't have anything. And win next turn. Or they have 1 bomb. You know, depending on what it is, we let it resolve. Okay, it's a map. They could have Ulamog. Okay, not a bad draw. Okay, we could be good here, ladies and gentlemen. Of course they have the Ulamog, because why not, right? Why not? Do we just bolt them here? But then what are we doing? I mean, they're just going to play it next turn anyways, right? So we Remand there. I mean, that's literally the only card they could have drawn for us to lose. Yeah, because if we just Remand, they just play it again here and they win anyways. Any other card? I can't think of another card that would have won them the game because we had Remand up. I mean, opponent can literally like pass the turn here and they win the game, but they're continuing to just Tron out. You know what? That's why we... This game's over. Alright, let's go to the next match. Last match here, then I gotta head into the gym. Get those peaks for the freaks. Yeah! Get some water. So yeah, my friend, if you guys watch all my Tron matchups, always, we win some games, but it's always turn 3 Tron, no matter what. And people will argue, well, that's what the deck does. That's not what the deck always does, because when I used to play it, it was very rare that I got turn 3 Tron. I would have to mulligan to like 3 or 4 cards almost every game. Alright, here we go. It's just not meant to be, my friends. It's just not meant to be. Alright. Good hand. There you go here. Sacred Foundry, Flooded Strand, Kavu. Hopefully we can ride it to victory. Burn? Yep, burn. Okay, not the worst hand for burn, actually. So we're not gonna block this Swiss Spear here, because they do play Searing Blaze. Okay, so we will block here then if they do attack. I don't think they will attack, but normally if you see them attack and they have 2 mana up, you got to be careful because they could have Searing Blaze and that just becomes like a brutal blowout. Alright, so now we're good. We have Remand, we have Stubborn Denials. We drew this. Oof. It's decisions. I think we're fine. Okay, that's not bad either. We could just, now we could play Draco, get rid of this. The other play was play Draco with these two, leave Stubborn Denial up. I think getting rid of the Swiss Spear is better. Okay, that's good news for us. That means they're running out of gas. Fortunately, we only have one blue source here. If we had 2 blue sources, it's pretty much a wrap. Oh, you know what? Should have held down to that plains. Should have held on to the plains. But to be fair, like fetching a untapped blue source to counter something, you're taking 3 damage anyway, so it's like, what are you really doing? Alright, so yeah, we would have just countered. I mean, they could have, even if they had 2 bolts, where they would need like a land and 3. Yeah, it would have been tough for them. Alright, so what cards? This is very, very slow. Dromoka's Command. Really it. Eidolon is... I mean, I don't know. Guess this is better than... I mean, Eidolon could be a pain, but... This is just so bad. I mean, Wrenn and Six is just not good in this matchup at all. It's too slow, doesn't really do anything that we need it to do. I mean, there's an argument like, yeah, you can put lands in your hand, but like, we're trying to race burn. Okay. I'm still on the fence on whether or not burn is a bad matchup for us. I feel like the games that I've played so far have been like 50-50. And because of that, I don't really focus too much on the sideboard versus burn. Drew the Triome that we were going to fetch out, but we can go this route. In situations like this, burn does feel like a really hard matchup because we're taking so much damage from our lands, and we're on the draw. Like, we don't have a bad hand, and we don't have a bad start. We have pretty much what we want, but like, it's still like not enough. Could play this. Teferi doesn't really do much. I mean, I guess it does get rid of Rift Bolt. But yeah, they're just. But then there's nothing we can do. We can't even attack. I mean, so we can Remand, binding this. Does that give us a shot? Let's see. I guess that's the best play. Because we have to start attacking. Alright, so we can binding here, Remand the Rift Bolt. We can also bolt, but I feel like I want to hold on to our bolts because we're racing them. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm still on the fence on whether I think Burn is a bad matchup. I mean, there are games where, like, the first one you see, like, it doesn't seem that bad, and then there are games like that where, like, you just get, like, you could just see, like, we had a good hand, but they're just too fast. And the reason, you know, it's like, do you want to add sideboard cards for Burn? But, you know, the thing about Modern is there's so many decks that you're gonna run into bad matchups. You're gonna run into situations like that. So this hand is decent. We definitely have a fast clock. Okay, they mulligan, which is good for us. Save some time here. There could be, I mean, there's an argument to leave the fetch land up in case we have to bolt a Swiss Spear or something. But, I mean, it's Burn, baby. And we're not trying to take, by doing that, you're taking 3 points of damage anyways. So, Breeding Pool. We could have a fast enough clock here since they didn't play a creature. They'll probably bolt us end of turn here. Nope, nothing. Okay. I wonder what they kept. Okay, that's not the worst. Interesting. I'm interested on why they would... I'm not a Burn player, so I don't know. If any of you Burn players, let me know. Do you bring this in against us? I feel like you just race us, right? Like you're just a faster deck than we are. Like, why waste your time playing defense? You should go all in on offense. But again, I'm not a Burn player, so I'm not 100% sure. But you guys let me know, anybody who plays Burn. It doesn't seem correct to me to bring that in. So we're going to Ragavan and Bolt. Alright, so this is... we get rid of this, right? Yeah. Can they deal 12? They could have lightning helixes. That could be kind of a pain, but I think we still get there. This is 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. And they have a pain land. They could kill us here. Unbelievable. Wow, what a nut draw, huh? Alright, so they got there. Even with this card, like, I feel like, you know, again, I don't know, but I feel like they just are faster than us. Yeah, so that was a really good draw by them. I mean, what are the chances of that? Anyways, yeah, so there's some matchups there. We lost to Tron and Burn. Tron, turn 3 Tron is really hard to beat with this deck, but as you can see, we can win games. Against Burn, I'm still on the fence on whether that's a bad matchup or it's pretty equal. The games, like I said, sometimes they feel good. Like that last one we just played, I felt like we were going to win, but we lost. And then there are games where you just feel like you just get blown out by Burn. Definitely got to play more matchups against Burn to see if it's worth possibly messing with the sideboard here. Anyways, there's some gameplay there for you guys. Excuse me. Any questions about the deck? Any things you want to add? Comment at the bottom. Let me know. Thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, share my videos, and peace out.